so weak. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos! Hello and welcome here to the Velocity Chaos podcast. We are coming to you at the speed of sound on the airwaves from the Hexapod Soundhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. My name is Luke. I am joined by the notorious NICK. How you doing?
That's me. I'm good. Happy to be here as always. And I'm also happy to see DJ KLMNOP on the board today.
Hey. Thanks for having me out, guys. And we're joined by our DJ Intern Zac.
Hi.
The energy. It took me aback. I was so stunned by that one syllable. So, Luke, tell us what we got going today.
Well, first, we're going to kick it off. We're going to ramble on a little subject. Just going to delve in to something that you want to introduce to us. And then we're going to go into a classic game of Buzzkill. And then an ultra classic, throwback classic based on a true story. We're going to pitch a movie right here to the producers. And before we get into all of that noise, though, all that business, here at the Velocity Chaos podcast, we explore the highest heights of human knowledge and the lowest depths of crude humor. Our mission is to tickle that pink thing between your ears, poke that frontal lobe, or sometimes just smash the laugh box. So hop in and buckle up for an infotainment ride across the airwaves.
Flying high. Thank you for being here. A reminder to follow us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod and on Facebook. Also, drop us some stars on iTunes, some love on Spotify, and toss us a sub on good old YouTube if you're out there watching us. We're waving. Yes, we are waving. So thanks as always for your support. We wouldn't and couldn't do it without you. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody knows what those couple stanzas,
Couple notes
those couple bars of music entail.
played in intensifying succession.
But yeah, and faster and quicker. I mean, that was the easiest composition job in the world. It was easy.
Who did that one?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo did it. John Williams. Pretty sure it's
man.
John Williams did Jaws. I'm like 100% sure, but now we got to go double check. Here's all tapping away. If you haven't figured it out yet,
Yeah, you're right.
boom, nailed it. If you haven't figured it out yet, today's Ramble On is all about great white sharks.
The Great Whites.
Great white. I want to talk about sharks for many reasons. One, I am a huge shark movie fanatic. Love shark movies. They scare the piss out of me, but I do love them. And two, I also care about real life sharks. So this is going to be kind of a interesting self-controversy kind of segment that we're going to do.
Uh-oh.
But I'm just going to pitch it over to you.
Yeah, kill them all.
I just want to mention the film that triggered all this. Have you seen The Shallows with Blake Lively?
I've seen Blake Lively.
Blake Lively? Am I saying that right? Anyway, this is a cool movie about a surfer. It's really contained. It's self-contained. It happens all in a little cove. It's very well shot. The CGI it's one of the best CGI sharks I think out there.
It's real.
It literally bit her leg. But it's a survival movie combined with a shark movie. Very cool. Go check it out.
Like 128 hours, but with a shark.
Kind of actually. Wow. Look at you.
Hey, I'm crossing worlds.
Crossing worlds, combining genres, man. I'm a world builder. I'm a storyteller. The Shallows. Go check it out. Blake Lively is solid in it. She's really great. So I watched that over the weekend again for the second time and had a lot of fun doing it. So I just want to talk about sharks for a second.
Yeah.
Great whites.
I like sharks.
Great
No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. I like shark. No. Even the second time I tried it, was just I was going into it knowing it was bad.
Didn't even finish it the second time you tried. So yeah, I'm opening it up to the group. Sharks, great. Let's just. There's so many different types of blah blah blah. Let's just stick with great whites.
Yeah. How big do great whites get? I'm gonna look that up.
Big. Have you never watched Shark Week?
I have. but I don't have the information ready.
Wow, the intern with the opening volley wounded Luke.
Got the harpoon.
The harpoon.
I'll go get the coffee. I'm sorry.
There's a harpoon.
We'll mute him. It won't happen again. We apologize.
Yeah, you keep him in check, DJ KLMNOP.
You better watch out.
15 to 21 feet for an adult. That's huge. That's half of this
it's bigger.
studio basement.
Bigger than that's bigger than the whole hexapod.
Isn't that terrifying when you think about it? And when
Yeah.
you do the visual in your brain, whew.
That's a lot. Mass, 1,200 to 2,400 pounds. That's a ton.
1 to 2 tons.
Half ton to 1 ton.
Oh, half to
Yeah.
1 ton.
That is
Thank you.
that is not as massive.
Saving.
I don't know like conversion of how many like grams that is. Like at least 7 grams.
What's the average amount of teeth that a full-grown great
Good
white will
size.
have?
This is just going to be me Googling things.
So let me
web searching.
narrow it in.
Kinda.
What do you think about sharks? Like, we know them. Everybody knows what they are, but what do you think about them?
We need them.
They're the apex predators of the ocean.
Both.
The hierarchy they're like the lions of the ocean.
It's a good
They're
comparison.
going to make a movie called Shark King. Nah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Keep going. You'll find one.
Approximately 50 teeth, though, these suckers have.
But they constantly rotate, right? 'Cause
Constantly,
they lose
yeah.
them, they just-
They've got rows. It's like conveyor belts of teeth like coming up.
I always thought about that. Imagine making them, and like, what is the process in that? Phase?
You have like little shark, like a little elf shark teeth, like just like working away in the workshop making teeth.
the Osmosis Jones version of sharks. Oh, we got another order in. Big feeding frenzy last night.
They're all just automatically Australian.
Yeah.
It's Australian elves.
Well, I have seen Finding Nemo, Zach. So yeah. Brucey.
Hello, bros.
Good eye, bro.
Good eye.
I am in reverence and in fear of sharks.
Which is totally
Respect.
plausible. So it's totally allowed to like them and be terrified of them.
Yes.
But we are facing a shark crisis. We are facing one. It gets worse every day.
The Sharknadoes?
The Sharknadoes of the world, they actually help. They bring awareness to the issues, the revenge. But no, we are facing a crisis with sharks, which in turn is a crisis for our oceans because, like you said, them being the top of the food chain, there's a trickle-down effect all the way through.
Yep.
I was reading about it. If you don't have sharks, you have less predators for rays, and rays eat mollusks and crustaceans and little things in the water. So if their population goes unchecked, then they start to compress the food chain beneath them by just eating more stuff. So it's kind of wild. And the biggest reason why we are seeing massive drops, 60 to 70% in populations of sharks worldwide,
Smokes.
is because of shark finning. And that's where they take the shark. Sometimes they catch them in nets, like fishermen. They're not out there fishing for sharks. They're just fishing. And it'll come up in the net, and they will just cut off the dorsal fin of the shark, and then they'll just like kick the rest of the shark back in the ocean because the whole part of the shark is not as valuable.
The salt just cauterizes the wound.
Yeah, they're torpedo. They're more streamlined.
Yeah.
Actually, what really happens to the shark is that they thrash around because they can't balance.
Oh.
They're upside down, inside out, and they're bleeding to death. And so, one, it's pretty inhumane.
Yeah.
But two, it's a complete waste. I would understand if you're a shark fisherman, you're bringing it in, and it's a combination of using the whole animal.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy part is, for a fin on a shark is like 1 to 5% of the whole body, and it's worth like $500 USD for a single shark fin.
Wow.
And the rest of the body is worth probably is less than 100 altogether.
Oh, Jesus.
So, unfortunately, you do have some people who are illegally out there just fishing sharks. But there's a big problem because, unfortunately, they're not like a fluffy bunny or a cute little, vaquita dolphin where people get on board because they're mad about a cute animal being clubbed and destroyed.
Yeah.
They are afraid. So they're kind of like, good. Well, they deserve it.
Yeah.
They bite me, we bite them back.
Yeah, but the ocean's not our territory.
It's really not.
We have
No, but some people still have that mentality that, we're human beings. We rule the oceans, we rule the land. So
We got flex.
Gotta
We got
flex.
muscles. Let's flex them.
We got brains.
Sharks
Yeah.
did nothing to you, man. You don't know.
The funny thing is, you got to beat them on their own territory because if you're in the water trying to fin a shark,
That should be
Boom.
the rule. It should
That's
be a
the
game
rule.
show. Like, all right, you want to be a shark finner? Cool. Well, here's your harpoon, and
Yeah.
you have
you
no
go.
fins and a speedo, and you gotta out shark
In a
shark.
machete.
I like that idea. Let's just make that about poaching in general.
Yeah. You got to do it with your bare
Yeah.
hands.
you got to do it with your bare hands.
And like a 6-inch knife maximum.
You got to Hercules them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your idea there, Zach.
It's
About
all-
just every poacher. I mean, poachers are breaking the rules anyway. But if you want to be a hunter or you get fined, like you should have to go hunt the animal, an equivalent animal, with like nothing and be
Yeah.
like,
Bare
how's it
hands.
feel?
Yeah, no
How's it feel?
projectiles.
Yeah, no projectiles, exactly.
I mean, you read those stories that, like people go out and poach like elephants and lions, and then guess what? They end up getting mauled by one. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's
Why can't-
justice.
why can't that happen with sharks?
Instant karma.
So instant karma. So just to wrap it up, too, the funniest part of this is shark. So the fins are acquired for shark fin soup,
Delicious.
like pretty much exclusively. Shark fin soup has almost no value from a health or nutrition standpoint. It's just they boil it down, the cartilage in the fin kind of boils out, and you eat it. In some cases, it's actually poisonous because what you were saying, Luke, about the shark being at the apex of the food chain, all of the micro. Sorry, I'm just like really liquefied today. all of the micro poisons that are out there, the mercury, the little contaminants that fish get from bottom feeding, and then they get eaten by a bigger fish, and that bigger fish goes up and eventually gets eaten by a shark. They are accumulating all of that in their bodies, the sharks. And it's just kind of amassing. So when you eat a shark fin soup as a human, you're actually potentially poisoning yourself, which is ridiculous.
That's where they store it. They sort of store the toxins in the fin.
well, yeah, well,
They call them toxins.
toxins,
Well,
defense mechanism.
I heard that like shark fin soup is more of like a status thing, that like if you go out and you have it in these places that it's, you're showing you have wealth, and that idea that, well, I'm the apex predator because I've eaten the apex predator. So it's a lot of it is just status. Like you said, there's no nutritional value to it. It's, I mean, more or less deadly to actually eat it.
That's exactly.
That's what I was thinking when you were saying that is, all these like rabbit and chickens, over the years, they've developed such a good taste. But sharks, no one's ever eaten sharks, so they developed a bad taste.
It is a good point.
Or never developed a good taste, I guess.
Yeah. But the other thing is, like you were mentioning, chickens and rabbits, other animals that we eat and consume, they populate at a much higher rate than sharks.
Yep.
We don't really even know how sharks do it. We don't know how great whites have done it. It's never been documented.
Really?
So like their population is so at risk because it's kind of like elephants and rhinos, a very high gestation period and a very low kind of pregnancy rate. So it's a big problem. There's people out there who are trying to change it. There are countries that are getting on board with kind of stopping this because they understand that it's a reverberating impact on the environment. And there's people out there. Ocean Ramsey is somebody who's really cool. She lives out in Hawaii and she studies sharks. And you've probably seen her videos where she's swimming with great whites, free swimming. And she's actually on record with swimming with one of the biggest great white sharks ever recorded. And she's like, we did it because you could tell that the shark had just eaten and was very sluggish. And so she was in the water. And there's shots of her like horizontally above it and it horizontally below her. And you just see how small she is compared to this thing. And it's cool because she's creating awareness for these issues and showing that you can actually control sharks with different techniques of touch and steering them. And it's typically the people who are just swimming away and thrashing that the shark is just curious or whatever. But if you're in the water, it takes an immense amount of balls.
She's saying the sharks just ate. Well, she probably just took a shit before she went in. 'Cause that'd be some dirty water real quick.
Yeah. But you can actually divert a shark. It's better to divert a shark and it'll like leave you alone.
He said, no.
Yeah. It's like a dog sniffing your balls. It's just like, no.
I was reading a good fact that what you're supposed to do if you're ever encountering like a shark in the water is you're supposed to actually like go underneath the water and kind of, I mean, you want to watch where it's kind of coming from. And I'm trying to remember where I read the article, but it's not necessarily stand your ground, but try to stay calm.
Yeah.
And definitely don't thrash and be above water, because that's where a lot of the mistaken identity for like seals and, I'm not sure what else they eat, but I know that's where some of those attacks kind of come from.
They did call me Seal in high school, so I guess I might look like.
Why?
No, I'm just.
So with sharks, you're exactly right, Zach. And
Just stand as tall as you can.
don't move.
Or curl up into a little ball.
Let yourself sink down 30 leagues or whatever.
Sucked up by a giant squid.
The thing is, when you're thrashing, they see you as a wounded animal, which is one of their predominant preys. Big fish that are wounded and kind of dying, or other sharks that are dying. So as soon as you start dashing around, that's what they see you as. So some tips to survive if you're ever in the water with a shark. I don't know how much it's going to help you with a great white, but enjoy shark movies responsibly. Know that it is fun to watch Blake Lively in a bikini survive for 2 hours, but it is also a reminder that they are creatures that deserve to have their lives. And I like tasting food. I like trying new things, but for me in my life, I would never do it, just because I know that's kind of fueling this kind of insane destruction of our ecosystem for whatever. I'd rather the price of shark fin soup go way up higher and it be like throttled how much is allowed, than for it to just become. But then you have kind of a cyclical problem of the higher the price, the more people are going to go hunting for shark fin soup to get into that market.
Jeez.
And I was wrong. $500 a pound.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into. All right. Screw whatever you just said. Let's get into the business.
Let's get into the business.
Anything to make a buck.
So that was my thing. I just wanted to talk about sharks a little bit today. So thank you for rambling on with me, and thank you for your input, Zach. I'm glad you were here. Had a lot of good things that you knew.
It was brilliant. It was so brilliant. It reminded me of that brilliant new game that we've been testing for that brilliant indie game studio downstairs. The new game is totally great and has everything you could want from the new RR technology. That's right, real reality gaming we're talking about here. It's amazing. You literally feel everything happening in game because it's happening to you in reality while you play the new game. I do not recommend getting shot in first-person shooter section, but the romantic cutscenes are a blast. Yeah! Head over to your preferred video game storefront today and use code VCPodTestRun to get the first season beta pass free. This is not an actual product, service, or idea. Just in case you thought it was, it's not. If there is something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation and offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea. Oh, let's get right into it. On the next thing, we have a Buzzkill. You guys know it. We have a list of topics that DJ KLMNOP has and Intern Zac. They're going to give us 20 minutes to talk about these with random intervals of time from 20 seconds to about 3 minutes. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, fellas, you know the rules. When you hear the, we're going to move on. All right.
Gotta get warmed up.
We got to get pumped. I should do some jumping jacks or something.
Yeah.
All right. We got a couple good ones. I had a hard time picking. Let's start off with a classic. Your first topic is John Wayne.
Old cowboy, right? Cowboy man.
Cowboy.
Playing cowboys, spaghetti westerns, or real westerns. I don't know.
I killed you, John Wayne. No, John Wayne, boom, like a big time guy, like larger than life. I watched a lot of John Wayne when I was a kid. My dad was a big fan. My grandpa was a big fan. So I felt like he was part of the family, which is funny because that iconic level of movie superstar back in the day.
Yeah.
They were just in everybody's homes sneaking on.
Men wanted to be him. Women wanted to be with him.
That was the timer.
We're going to blow
The bomb.
Your next topic is perpetual motion.
Always.
Oh, perpetual motion. It's the most real form of motion. It's perpetually in motion, and it can be proven scientifically that it works.
we are constantly in motion. The Earth is jettisoning through the
Yeah.
stars, and we are on it. So we are perpetual. motion,
Yeah,
bro.
that's the real question, because everything I said was bullshit. But is the Earth a perpetual motion machine? Is that the key?
We just should tie a giant sail to the Earth,
Yeah.
a solar sail with a turbine in it and a giant cord down to the Earth. And as it rotates around the sun,
Yep.
it just the giant parachute's just being towed around behind it, and it just
That's how we make years longer. We're gonna have 370
create
days.
some drag,
Yeah.
create some drag, and we just get a giant prop out there just propelling around, man.
Oh yeah. When we're space lords.
Well, we're space lord. It's funny because as the Earth rotates, it's like out there trailing behind us, and then as the Earth rotates, it just like comes down because the Earth is running into it, and it just like covers all of the United States, and we're just under a giant tarp that smells like cat piss.
Is that what air smells like?
You know, just like those polyurethane like banners, they always smell like cat piss once they've been out in space. You know what I mean?
Are you intrigued though by perpetual motion machines? Like I love
but
that, and like Rube Goldberg machines.
Rube Goldberg, is that the one where they just
It's a sequel. We'll talk about it another time. But perpetual motion.
dock it for
Yeah.
another segment?
Your topic is fast food.
Fast food.
Yum yum.
Ah, yes, my people.
Yum Yum Horvat. I come from the Yum Yum tribe from Serbia. What kind of food do you make? Horse hooves?
Shark fins.
Sounds
Too soon.
Poor
Too
taste.
soon.
And poor taste.
Too soon.
Literally,
It's
poor taste.
where it's a high status thing where, where I'm from.
Tribe of Yum Yum. That's my
Yeah.
favorite new thing right there. What was it? Fast food.
My favorite fast food burger is the Whopper. Oh,
Yeah?
What's yours?
Five Guys, probably.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. No, Whopper's still like
My favorite fast foods. Let's do it. Our top three, right?
classic.
Ready? Go.
Yeah.
Or do you want me to go first?
You
want
go.
me first? Me? Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
Chipotle,
Okay.
and what is the place that's like the stir fry? Bibimbap.
Panda.
Bibimbap.
Bibimbap.
Bibimbap. Yeah, Bibimbap.
Panda Express.
No, Bibimbap. Panda Express is bad news. Your three. What are your three?
Wendy's is good. Five Guys is good, and is this frequency or like I don't know?
Just your favorite.
Like, Chipotle's. Yeah, I
Chipotle's
probably
top.
go there a lot.
All right, so we got one overlap. Cool.
Yeah.
I would take a sponsorship from any of those. So if you're a listener who works there in the ad department, we will take free food and talk about how good it is.
But I don't know. I've been kind of stepping away from fast food. I'm like
Good for
trying
you.
to. It's
Good for you.
But it's just so convenient.
It is. I think that's why I like Chipotle so much. is
Yeah.
You can kind of scale it to what you need it to be. I'm not saying it's perfectly healthy.
Yeah,
but-
get a couple burrito bowls. You're set for dinner.
or a couple of just, a burrito in a burrito bowl. You ever do that? You take a giant burrito and put it on the burrito bowl?
No,
Yeah, nobody ever does that.
no. I'm interested.
I mean,
Your subject is Jim Carrey.
All righty then.
rubber face.
Yeah.
Total rubber face.
One iconic actor.
Yeah. I think a lot of people kind of blew past Sonic the Hedgehog, but I think that's a low-key good movie.
Is it?
And he's in true form in that film.
Well, he's one of those character actors that just gets so into the role.
Yeah.
It's so good.
There's my favorite Jim Carrey line. Let me tell you something. That's my favorite one. Where Fire Marshal Bill from in Live in Color, I think it is. And it is so he's constantly getting more and more burned as the season goes on. But I do tell people that. Let me tell you something. When I'm old, that's what I want to be. Let me tell you something.
He's gonna be all old curmudgeon.
Pretty soon it just turns into
And he had he was just one of those, or has, I guess, not had, has one of the like fast brains like
Robin
Williams.
Yeah.
Just like where they're just riffing constantly.
different plane of reality.
Yeah, they're just so far above everyone
But
else.
I would say that they're incredibly brave, those kind of comedians.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just, nothing is really off limits because they just go for it. The one cool thing is he's really built on a lot of people before him, which is great. And he kind of had the rubber leg like Jerry Lewis, where he just like fall and things like that. I think it's a lost art. Slapstick is a lost art.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Jim Carrey movie?
I like Liar Liar. I like Bruce Almighty. I think, or is it It's Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dumb and Dumber.
Ooh. Can I change mine?
No.
Your subject is, excuse me,
Coughing. Go.
surgery.
Surgery. Have you ever undergone
No.
surgery? No.
Never gone under the knife.
Just mouth stuff.
I was
don't know if
considering a
it's-
peck enlargement,
Oh yes.
but
Male breast enhancement.
they said it was better to just do it
Just
at the gym.
just do the push-ups.
I don't want to. I like Chipotle too much.
Yeah. You got life-saving surgeries. You got cosmetic surgeries that I think are bullshit.
Well, I mean,
Unless it's
penis enlargement can be life-saving.
yeah, I guess it could be.
Anyway,
I got one. I don't
Saved your
consider
life,
it a
didn't it?
surgery. Yeah.
really pulled you out of that dark place you're in.
Yeah. A lot of pulling going on.
Look at my sword. Never been in a surgery. I've had people who have had like moles and things removed, but I never really knew anybody who had to have anything big. I mean, knee replacements. Grandpa had knee replacements.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, I don't know. What
Yeah.
would be the scariest surgery for you to do?
All right, something on the brain.
Oh, jeez. Holy.
Lobotomy.
You wouldn't be that afraid to do it after the lobotomy.
Your subject is seltzer, like LaCroix or things of that nature.
Spicy water.
Spicy.
How are you with seltzer water? Like just plain seltzer water?
I recommended it on a few episodes ago, the
You
Soda
did.
Stream.
Do
I
you-
like the Soda Stream.
Yeah, but do you do just a basic water?
To me, yes. To me, it is actually pretty refreshing. But the one thing I found with seltzer water, it has to be cold, otherwise it's gross.
Exactly.
Am I the only one who thinks
No,
that?
I agree.
Okay,
Well,
that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, so plain spicy water or seltzer water, sorry, like I think is gross. Like, so yeah, being cold helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, it needs to have some flavor for me to enjoy
Sure.
it. Other than, I'll just give me straight water.
I get you. It's really if I need a real thirst quencher and I don't have any drink around, I just put together.
Your subject is leggings or yoga pants.
Yum Yum.
God's gift to mankind.
You're from the Yum Yum fast food tribe.
Yeah.
I'm from the Yum Yum yoga pants tribe.
They're a great creation. Let me see. Who created yoga pants?
I could really probably use a pair of yoga pants right now for my knee. I could probably actually use one. Who created yoga pants? I bet you it was
Chip Wilson. Chip Wilson.
woman or a
should-
guy.
I'm guessing Chip's a male name.
I don't know. You never know.
Dennis J. Chip Wilson. I think we're still leaning towards a guy here.
Dennis?
Dennis-
I don't know. He's got outside
He's
chance.
a Canadian billionaire.
Oh gosh, imagine that.
Yeah, this guy, he's looking out just like the same guy that made high heels. Like they are beyond a matter of doubt. They should be held to the highest exaltedness of man.
A fashion.
Any men
Why do
in
people?
history.
Why do people dog on yoga pants for going to class or just going in public? Why do they dog on it?
Distracting. It's like sweatpants, I guess, in a way.
Well, sweatpants to me is the lowest form where you don't
Yeah.
care, you don't have any, and you're really giving up that day.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, looking at it like workout clothes. Like,
Yeah,
put some jeans on, okay?
Put some
Wear some denim or some khakis.
denim wearers at the gym they crack me up. I don't know whether to feel bad for them or impressed. I don't know.
Hey,
Your subject is baseball.
like baseball.
My favorite phrase that you use all time, being your friend for over a decade, hitting dingers.
Hitting dingers. That's right.
It's one of my
Crushing 'em.
favorite. Hitting dingers.
It's back. Baseball's back.
Well, yeah, after the
As of,
double lockout.
as of this week, in 5 weeks when you hear this,
They'll definitely be back.
my wife's going to be like, well, you said this week. But no, this was 5 weeks ago. Baseball's back.
We're prefacing it.
Yeah.
We're actually preloading it.
Yeah.
Baseball will be back by the time this comes out.
Probably, yeah.
But baseball, America's pastime. I like.
Is it, though, anymore?
There's an probably not.
Go on with.
But there's an underground movement of people playing rounders. There's like competitive rounders leagues now.
I want to know what rounders are.
Rounders is like the great grandfather of baseball.
Oh.
You don't play with a glove. So you.
So it's old timey.
Old timey, and people make their own costumes or their own uniforms.
So these are LARPers for baseball.
Yeah. They use the straight stick instead of the nice curved one.
Oh,
you know, the nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
What would you say? Flange? Is that a?
I was gonna say bevel, but
Bevel,
that's not the word. So we're going down the
What'd you call
shaft,
it?
and it gets bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you run your hand
the
down.
rounders have a thinner, longer
Bigger to
shaft,
smaller.
and
it
then
stays the same.
But the baseball bat has a shaft that widens. Yeah.
And the more you tug, the more you run your hand down it, it changes shape essentially.
Your subject is TikTok.
TikTok. That's what the clock does. Hashtag Kesha.
Yeah, so let's talk about talks. Clocks.
Well, you got TikToks and you got Tic Tacs. But clocks, I like clocks.
Tic Tacs still better than TikToks.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Do you
how
wear a
people
watch?
No, not typically.
No, I normally do. Mine
Inside
start
face.
acting up.
Face inside.
Face
Where'd you
inside.
get that
I do
from?
face inside.
Where'd you get that
It's
from?
like, so if you're holding the glass and someone says, "Oh, what time is it?" Boom, I can just look right here.
So it's
I
like-
don't get goofed on.
Read the universe. Got it.
Yeah.
How did he do that so fast? Because I know a lot of military people wear it on the inside of their wrist as well.
Yeah. Because what if
Hands down on the gun. Yeah.
on the gun? Like,
Oh, we got to go.
yeah.
Turn around, everybody. Let's go home. Clocks.
Find it
dude.
more effective.
Clocks are the greatest invention. I still don't know how they work. I don't know why there's a crystal in it. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Where did all these crystals come from?
Future party knowledge episode right there
Yeah.
for all you party goers who are on time, which is like not my family. Or me, not me. My family is, but not me. I'm always late.
You're the
Do you like digital watch? Do you like the new smartwatches, or do you just do analog? Do you do?
I go both ways. I'm a buy watch-sicle.
buy watch. So
Yeah. I do like the TikTok.
it would be try watch.
Tri-waxical.
Try watch. You'd be pan watch
Yeah, I'm pan watch.
because you got the analog, you got the sundial.
Your subject is St. Patrick's Day.
What?
Oh, that's this week.
Oh, the St. Patrick's Day.
And now my wife's gonna be like, "You said St. Patrick's Day is this week, but it was 5 weeks ago."
We'll just put a tag on the beginning of this and just say, "Hey, wife, don't listen to this episode."
Yeah. Oh, this is evergreen content.
Do you go?
Just-
do you go hard for St. Patrick's?
No, I think it's a joke.
Why?
What do you? If you guys just want an excuse to go out and drink, you could do that.
Wait a second. I don't need an excuse to do that. I'm a Dingus Day guy.
What's Dingus Day? I'm interested.
So you're not gonna like it because it's just the Polish equivalent.
Okay.
But actually, Dingus Day, quick sidebar, is actually fun. It's a children's holiday, really more,
Mhm.
and it is kind of strange. I don't know how strange it is. I'd like to witness it at some point. But it's essentially that kids run around for a whole day, and if they throw water on another kid, they're like, oh, those kids are gonna be married. They're gonna be a couple at some point, and so. You see all the little boys running around with squirt guns hitting everybody. And then you see the little girls just trying to run away from everybody.
Sounds a little archaic.
It is, but it is cute at the same time because it's just kids dumping water on each other. But the adult version of Dingus Day is just Polish Heritage Day, really.
Okay.
And you drink a lot of beer,
Yeah, but the thing with
vodka.
St. Patrick's Day, are you Irish?
Not at all.
Intern, are you Irish? Oh, you are? Okay. You
Yes, sir.
DJ KLMNOP. You Irish?
To be determined.
Okay.
He's TBD.
TBD.
When he's filling out applications, he crosses everything out.
So, intern Zac has a reason to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
I guess so. I just learned that I have a little bit of Irish in me, about 3%. So
Oh, 3%.
I like that.
That's enough.
That's enough, yeah.
It'd be fun if you did have a pass, St. Patty's Day pass.
Yeah, but I feel like too many people are just...
Your subject is hot beverages.
What's your favorite hot beverage?
Hot toddies.
Hot
No.
Todd.
Here is the best hot beverage.
Yes.
Hot chocolate.
Okay. Yep. Nailed it.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Bailey's Irish cream. And a little bit of whipped cream on top.
Wow.
That is some yum
You just
yum.
took me on an adventure.
That's yum yum in a cup, buddy. That's the other try. That's the other yum yum tried. You know, you just found out you got 3%. I'm 3% yum yum leggings and another 6% yum yum peanut butter hot chocolate in a cup.
That sounds, yeah, 'cause I was going to say hot chocolate trumps. but you just took it to another level.
That's a fun drink. Hot apple cider, spiked apple cider is good. I do like that. Mulled wine I had for the first time.
That's gross.
Moldy wine. Just like little weird like creatures like swimming around doing back paddling.
Yeah, eat it. It's got all the alcohol.
Drink me. Mulled wine.
Your subject is Gladiators.
Oh, that's
Weapon of choice.
Weapon of choice. Oh man, I mean, I like.
Let's
it'd
do
be
this.
like a spear. Or
Let's do
something,
this.
Like
Weapon you would want to go in with, and weapon you wouldn't want to face.
yeah, some like a halberd or like a pike,
Something with
like
some length.
like a stank, like a length and stank.
Something you can really tug on, and
Yeah.
a shaft.
Yeah.
You want a
Just
good
be like,
long shaft.
I'm getting this guy.
Get this guy.
What about you?
Reaching around, grabbing someone's halberd. Watch out for Luke, guys. He'll get you from behind. What are you afraid of? What would you be afraid of?
Anyone.
A person.
Anyone with confidence.
Another gladiator. What
Yeah.
weapon would I be most afraid of? Another gladiator. For me, I think I agree with you. Something long would be cool to work with. The trident was always cool because you can dislodge shields if you can get it hooked on it and stuff. The thing I'd be most scared, which is funny because I think it's the thing that typically pair with the trident, is the net.
Oh yeah.
I would just hate that. I want to go quick.
I'm
if you're
stuck in a net.
if you're gonna get me, I want you to get me quick. I want you to be like, slash my heart, and I'm like, fair play, well done. But if I'm trapped in a net and you're doing the whole thing, walking around, are you not entertained? Like, not only are you like dissing me hardcore, you're like
Just
making
milking it.
Yeah, milking it, and the audience is screaming, and the guy's giving you the thumbs up. At the
Kill me.
Yeah. So net for sure.
And that's when you squeeze out the spear through one of the tiny holes and stab him.
Scissors, right? That would be your weapon
that's my
going in.
backup weapon. Why'd you bring scissors? Oh, you'll see.
That would be great. A comedy, just a Coliseum comedy, just scissors in the back part of your loincloth, just tucked away.
But they're like those tiny scissors that can't cut through
Like the
anything.
baby
Give me a
scissors.
second. Safety.
Shink, shink, shink. The music is swelling. You're like, shink, shink, shink. Faster.
More intensely
Damn you,
sniffing.
babies.
What about The Gladiator with Russell Crowe?
Great film.
Oh,
he's- Ridley Scott must be really off his rocker. I know DJ KLMNOP is going to come strangle me right now, but Gladiator 2, are you kidding me?
It's happening.
He wants to do it. I'm like,
I thought he died.
someone should tell good old Rid to sit down.
Rid have a Sid.
Sit
We
down.
don't need that right now.
Very nice, boys.
That was a good one.
Nice docket.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, Intern Zac. That was. I know you were out there scribbling, crossing things out, making sure the
It's intense.
flow was there.
I'll just wait till future episodes. I got some dingers for you guys.
He's gonna be lobbing dingers,
Yeah.
hitting dingers off of Zac.
All the way from ATL. Yeah.
You had a lot to think about on that drive.
ATL, baby. Tossing from ATL. Parting shots. Oh, dude, that last segment totally reminds me. I need to tell you about canned heat. If you are getting chilly this winter or this spring, need to warm up on chilly summer nights, or just want a little zest in the bedroom, then you need to get yourself some canned heat ASAP, brother. The moment you crack the lid, canned heat will take it up a notch in whatever room you're in for about 5 minutes. That's 5 whole minutes where Fahrenheit is up through the roof. It's the perfect answer to all your heat boosting needs. You can get a whole rack of big ass cans of canned heat for 34% off when you use the online order code VCPOD Big Cans at checkout. This is not an actual product, service, or idea. Just in case you thought it was, it's not. If there is something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation and offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea.
Heyo. You know where this is taking us to?
Taking us all the way home.
Taking us home. Faith.
To the place we belong.
That's right. Don't get us canceled. John Denver.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, what? What?
I'm oblivious to whatever you're talking
I'm
about.
totally oblivious. That's gonna have to be a ramble on at some point.
Oh, wait, what are we? I'm oblivious now.
Has John Denver been canceled?
No, playing the music. You were singing.
He says you suck at singing.
No,
I'm so tone deaf. Like the YouTube algorithm is gonna be like, no way.
we thought that was jump
Lady
on
Gaga.
it. Either way, canceled. Based on a true story. Let's do it. So we are going to pitch to hear these producers here at this studio. Nick and I are going to come up with a movie. DJ KLMNOP is he's going to tell us whether he likes the movie or not.
Yep.
And he doesn't like it. But yeah, we're going to get into it. What studio are we pitching to today?
Hey, fellas. Welcome to Alphabet Studios here with DJ KLMNOP.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah, let's not waste my time here, fellas. I got a long schedule today.
Is your senior director ABCD joining us today?
Oh no, he won't be here. So we have our intern Zac.
XYZ.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Well, we're really excited to pitch a film to you. It's based on a true story.
Based on a true story. So, logline: Marine thwarts gas station robbery. So here we have our Marine just got off, came back from deployment, and Todd Rogers is he's home. Everything's changed.
No, give me somebody other different than Todd Rogers.
Todd Rogers, Bill Sampson comes home from being deployed, and so he gets
someone
home.
different.
Reg Springfield
Okay.
comes home after being deployed. Real American hero Reg Springfield is, and he gets home, tosses his keys down, and he looks at his apartment, and he's just like, this is just calmness, a quietness to his home, and after flying back and getting back, he's just, man, I gotta get something to eat. Nothing in the fridge, nothing in the freezer.
No, something different.
Nothing. He's like looking in the pantry. He's like, I got nothing. I got a hankering for something.
No, something different.
So he goes down into his basement, and he's like just rifling through his like stored stashes of food, and just can't get it.
So essentially, Reggie, as he's known to his friends, he goes out, he grabs his keys and leaves the house and goes over to his Ford Pinto, and he fires it up, and there's no gas in the tank. But he goes over his neighbor Johnny Walker. I know his name's Johnny Walker.
No, something different.
His name is Casa, and his last name is Migos.
No, something different.
His name's Jim Beam.
No, something different.
His name is Bullet. His name is actually Bullet Whiskey. He was a former Air Force Navy pilot. Bullet Whiskey. Bullet Whiskey is just like, hey man, good to see you back. I'll just drive you up there. So they get in Bullet's Ford Dodge, the Bronco, the Ford Bronco, and
something different.
They get into his Lamborghini. He actually invented
something different.
They get in on his moped, and they say, oh, let's go get you a can of gas and also something to eat on the way. So they pull out and they head over to the gas station up the street, and they kick the stand down and they walk inside, and that's when the shenanigans really start in this gas station.
Yeah, so they get in there and ding ding, come in. How you doing? Just got because Reg, he's a stoic guy, so just going over, looking at the stuff, makes his way over, by the chips and stuff. Doesn't want that. Heads over onto the frozen food section, and so he's like, there's like nothing on the shelves, and got some mac and cheese that's just sitting right there.
No, it should be something different.
He's got there's like frozen pulled pork things that he can.
No, it should be something different.
So you got like mini corn dogs is like, that's the only thing that he can see on this shelf. So he, begrudgingly, he's like, man, I guess. And so he grabs those, and as he's doing that, you kind of hear some, this is off, like, he's in the back of the store, in the front of the store, you got, some ruckus. Open up the cash register.
No, he should say something different.
Give me all the money.
No, he should say something different.
I am going to blow your brains out if you don't give me those camels.
He should say something different.
listen here. This is going to be the last day of your life if you don't hand me all that bubble yum. And so, Reg is like, what's going on? I just got back from being stationed. This is the last bullshit that I wanted to deal with. And this guy's coming here over some bubble gum.
Yeah. And then you hear Bullet scream, I don't think so, pal.
No, you should say something different.
I'm going to get your ass.
No, I should say something different.
Watch out for the left hook. And he swings his right because he's Bullet's a smart guy. So
Thank you.
the robber takes one full on the chin and pulls the trigger, alerting the 4 other dudes outside in their big Ford F-150. Everybody in this town drives Fords. The moped should be like a designer Ford. Like we'll get Ford involved.
Yeah.
They'll like make a Ford moped for us, but everybody drives Ford. Anyway, just some product placement in there that we thought of. So anyway, gun goes off, guy goes down, Bullet's all pumped up. He jumps on the dude, he's pounding him, getting the gun away from him.
No, he should do something different.
He starts beating him with Pringles cans, another product placement opportunity, and is just, take this. How do you like this? Munch on these chips, man. And the guy behind the cash register goes for his shotgun.
It should be something different.
He goes for his squirt gun full of acid.
No, it should be something different.
He goes for essentially the samurai sword that he keeps up above the the bubble yum. It's kind of ceremonial, but it's got ancient, Chinese runes on it.
It should be something different.
It's got stick figures on it from his old village, and it says Yum Yum Village here. And essentially, like, he joins in the fight as the other 3 or 4 dudes rush in, and Reggie is just, he's popped the the corn dogs into the microwave and is heating them up, and we see this intercut.
Yeah.
So he pulls them out and he's just munching on the corn dogs because he's like, Bullet's got it.
Yeah, Bullet's been here before. So yeah, 4 guys come in. Well, one of the guys jumps over the counter like to go towards the clerk, and the other 3 kind of start surrounding Bullet, and he's like, "Oh, watch out for his left hook. I know he's gonna do that." And then because we heard him outside, and then they all start going in on Bullet, and that's when Reg turns around. He turns around and looks at the dudes. He drops the corn dogs, puts one in his mouth, wipes off his hands. He said, "Listen here, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get out that door before my foot is up your ass.
Should be something different.
You got 10 seconds to get out that door before I ram my fist into your stomach." And you're
something different.
Listen here. If you guys don't go into the back and start cleaning up this mess, there's mop. I'm not ever going to forgive you.
It should be something different.
He said, "There's 3 of you and 1 of me. I think my chances are pretty good." And so then he starts walking towards these hooligans, and he just straight dives in, yippee-ki-yay, American freedom style, flying elbow, catches one right in the temple.
Yeah.
Throws him back after, roundhouse kick a la Chuck Norris, keeping that, strong. And then now there's just one there. The clerk's, he's struggling with the other guy because he's trying to get the samurai sword out, the katana. And then
the coolest part is, though, with the corn dog stick that he pulls out, he actually like stabs the dude with it. It's just like totally put it in the trailer, right? Like he pulls it out of his mouth, and he stabs the dude with it, and the guy doesn't die. Like he's like bleeding, but it's a distraction. Now the original guy that Bullet took, was wailing on, is dialing a phone, and
he should be doing something different.
He is reaching for the clerk's phone behind the counter.
Yeah, he should be doing something different.
He is screaming and pounding against the glass, like begging for help because now he's scared. And the other Ford, have your pick at that point. The Ford
Explorer.
The Ford Explorer empties out 8 dudes, and they all
should be
come
something
rushing.
different.
It empties out 8 women coming in.
That should be something different.
It empties out 1 dude, 3 dogs, and a bunch of falcons, and they just come storming towards the shop. And then you hear Reggie just kind of utter like our kind of catchphrase of the movie as he's punching guys. All I wanted was some corn dogs. And that's when the other two people and the three dogs and the falcons come charging in.
Yeah, and it just becomes like this big stampede of all these creatures and people coming in, and so we're just like to the clerk, like, you got a gun or something? Like,
should be something different.
Like, hand me that fucking sword. And so the clerk tosses him the sword, and then Reg is just like bro picks up Bullet kind of back to back. They're fighting, these falcons and dogs, and he's just slicing them up and making like shish kebabs out of falcons. And eventually, after long trials and tribulations, you think he gets scuffed up. Maybe a falcon catches his ear or something.
Yeah, this is like a 60-minute action scene.
Yeah,
in the gas station, like people just keep coming in Fords.
Yeah,
just into this little mom and pop shop gas station, and the clerk just is sitting there, videoing it on his iPhone.
You should be doing something different.
He's just clapping and applauding their moves.
He should be doing something different.
He's throwing mini bottles of tequila at them, and they're pouring it on their wounds to like make sure they're cauterized and clean. So because then they like heat up the katana on like the hot dog heater, and they like have to cauterize their wounds like for like this middle arc where they're like stalemate. So they're just like roasting the katana on the thing that rolls the hot dogs.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You ready, Bullet?" And Bullet's like, "I was born ready."
Yeah. And then there's just like so many shenanigans, and like so like they'll take like some Mentos and like put it in a Coke bottle and just like chuck it over and make distractions and bombs and stuff. It's just a lot of hijinks within, but it's like serious in a way. It's like it's like it might be goofy stuff, but it's very serious because
it's representative of the veterans return home, and that's what we're really trying to get in here with Reggie and with Bullet, that they're buddies, they have each other, but they can't even get some damn corn dogs, and that's really like the theme. Like the theme is just coming back and not having anything for some of these guys. So it's a real travesty.
So yeah, eventually, he gets the waves stop coming.
Yeah.
The blood is drying up,
being mopped up.
He gets his things from the store clerk. He picks up his corn dogs. Just he doesn't need the thanks. He just starts to get on the moped.
He turns around and he looks, back at the gas station, and he just says, "It's been fun."
Should be something different.
He said, "What a ride."
Should be something different.
He said, "All right, Bullet, let's go home."
It should be something different.
That's all, folks. Because he looks right at the camera.
Yeah.
To really seal the deal. Like this guy, like he looks directly, fourth wall break, last shot, like right on. And the shot just holds. And then you hear the moped and just straight out of the shot, out of focus, and we just roll credits up over it.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's our movie. Corn Dog Alley.
All right, fellas. Okay, I'm going to deliberate. Zach, what did you think? You're just an intern. No one cares what you think. So, Alphabet Studios, I'd buy this film. I'd buy this film all day long, fellas. I think we got a partnership.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks, fellas.
That's amazing. We're going to make a great movie here.
Yeah. Get the hell out of my office.
Okay, thanks. Oh, does the title work for you? Corn Dog Alley?
Oh, no, it should be something different.
What do you got?
America's Pastime.
Should be something different.
Katana Yum Yum.
Yeah, it should be something different.
Corn Dog This.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Corn Dog This. All right, cool. Corn Dog This. It's on the screenplay. Done.
Yep. Excellent.
Don't be a hero, mate. You look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you. Yeah, cheers.
All right, just like Reg Springfield was being a hero with Bullet, we are going to go down to Australia for probably our favorite segment ever.
It's probably is.
Probably, maybe.
Is it your favorite segment, Zach? Intern
Oh,
Zac?
yeah. I love it.
Okay, cool.
He's paid to say that.
Yeah.
I don't get paid.
Anywho,
Yeah, our interns are paid. Our interns are definitely paid.
paid in experience. So this week, this is not this week. I'm just going to say that all the time now. December 17th, 2021, there was a press conference happening, and there was a hunter that was there at the press conference. Sorry, not hunter, a huntsman. Huntsman shows up.
Huntsman.
You know what a huntsman is?
Like a far right radical? One of those guys?
No.
No. What is it?
It is a very dangerous spider.
Oh, that Huntsman.
The
It was a
Huntsman
man on
spider.
a horse.
I thought it was a ketchup brand.
So Yvette Doth was given a press conference, press briefing, and someone's like, you got a huntsman crawling up your leg right now.
Holy cow.
She played it like a champ. She was like, okay. And then, someone came and brushed it off. And because as we learned from that one episode, spiders are more afraid of spiders than we are of spiders.
Yeah. Some people just start doing with their hand, they start waving, or they multiply their fingers and look like a spider.
So she played it super cool, super calm, because if she would have freaked out, she loses all credibility in this press conference
Yeah.
and briefing. But so huntsman spiders are large spiders with a leg span of up to 15 centimeters. That's less than 7 meters with conversion. A centimeter. It's less than 7. It's 6 inches.
Okay. So as big as your hand.
So yeah, big as your hand. That's huge.
Oh God.
Despite possessing venom, they are reluctant to bite and are not considered dangerous. But still, that's freaky seeing a 6-inch spider crawling up your leg.
Woo.
And do it for a 1-inch spider.
I would have lost face that day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Oh my God.
Yvette Doth, a true Australian hero.
Vet. Hats off to a vet.
Yeah. And that's it for Australian news.
I love it. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Be careful. Be careful out there in your press conferences.
So I mean, that just goes to show you in life, there's a lot of things that can happen, and if you don't keep your cool in the moment, the shark's gonna get you. Shark's gonna come. Shark preys on weakness, and a lot of times, the thrashing that you do in life is shown as weakness. You have to be more stoic, like the shark, the great white shark. More stoic, like Reginald Springfield, coming home from God knows, only he knows of the terrors that he's seen, and because when you're TikTok on the clock and the DJ makes it don't stop. It's just you wonder, is it the little corn dogs in life that keep you going, or is it the hot chocolate and the peanut butter thing that Nick was talking about, and the whipped cream and fresh soft creamy Baileys. Just all the good stuff in life that you can just ever hope to have. And you have to realize that you can do it too, because I don't know where we're going, and neither do you, and that's okay. That's okay.
All righty. Choo choo. We're pulling in to the recommendation station. I'll do it this week. I'm going in honor of our Finny friends. I'm going to recommend the documentary Saving Jaws, the 2019 documentary about shark conservation. It's directed by my boy Keone Bowthorpe. Mahalo, aloha, brother. Good to give him a shout out. He's a very talented ocean cinematographer, and he really does a lot for the natural environment out there. It stars Ocean Ramsey. She's the main subject of it, and Juan Oliphant. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Oh, I thought you were saying like there's an ocean named Ramsey.
the ocean. It stars the ocean named Ramsey. You can follow them both on Instagram too, and kind of keep track of how you can help support shark conservation around the globe. They do a lot. That is their main gig, and they are very active. I give them a lot of credit. You can watch the movie available. It's on Tubi, Pluto TV, IMDb TV, iTunes, and Amazon. Most of the places that you get your content streaming. And like I said, it's an important doc to watch to just keep measuring your perspective on the wild world of sharks. So Saving Jaws, go check it out.
I like it. I thought it was going to be Saving Jaws is because they were so behind on budget shooting Jaws that they just kept pushing it back, and then this was going to be like the documentary, like going over how they saved the movie Jaws from being created, from being not created.
How long did it take you to think all that?
I don't know. Things just happen.
Hey, man, there's probably a good documentary to be made there.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for letting me recommend that. That was this week's recommendation station. If I find the doc about making Spielberg's Jaws, I will do that at a later date. But this has been a good show. I've had a lot of fun. We went through a lot of cool stuff and pitched a great movie. Did a lot of Buzzkill. I felt like we had a fun time doing that. Hope you had a fun time out there, our listeners. Thank you for joining us for the 45th episode of Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are 5 away from 50, the big 5-0. Woo! Half a century. I want to thank DJ KLMNOP for being here and supporting everything that we do and just applying a great vibe to the show.
Thanks for having me, fellas. It's always a good time being out here, and thanks to Zach for coming out and interning with us today.
Well, thank you.
Man, from his first hello to his final thank you. Zach's a photographer. You should check him out and follow him on Instagram. Where can we find you on Instagram, Zach?
At ZACPOPIK.
He does a lot of big things, and it's fun to watch him grow and do all the cool stuff down in ATL. So this is Nick. Thanks again for joining us. We do it for you and with you and by you and for you and
We'll buy you.
You on the bayou. But this is Nick signing off. Talk to you next time.
And this is Luke signing off. Yeah, if you do remember Zach from episodes, I believe it was 32 and 33.
Yeah.
Check those ones out. A little more deep dive into Zach. And thank you guys again, as always. And like we always say, when you're flopping around, you got no time for shark fin soup. Don't even eat the shark fin soup, because we will come for you. We are coming for you. If you eat that shark fin soup, I swear to God, we will get you. We will take you down just like the rest of them. And you're going to regret it. And I promise you that. Because this Sunday at the Super Duper Wrestling Slam, your ass is going to be on the mat. And I'm going to be dropping elbows. And you're not going to know what hit you. We say a lot.
Pour the water into the ocean.
Thank you for tuning in to the Velocity Chaos Podcast. We upload new episodes every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice. Interact with us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod or on Facebook and YouTube at Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are grateful for your time and hope you enjoyed it here. Please tell a friend, and thank you once again.